of fate. The irony of fate, Isidro Sosa.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmaster, just like that, my father asked me that question. I was a little boy. My dream was go to medical school and become a doctor. He was delighted and so proud of me. In the early 90s, finally, I went to university. 25 years later, ironically, I was facing that question again. But this time, I was the father. My daughter was 14 and she wanted to be a singer. She got it from me. Which means that she's a lousy singer. How could it work? I laughed. She didn't. And then she said, I want to be a rapper. Rapper? I was so disappointed that I started yelling at her. She was quiet at first, but then she shouted, reminded me that I didn't go to medical school either. I just left the room to get away from her. How dare she? When I was 16, I fell deeply in love with computers. And so I told my father that I wanted to go to a computer science school instead. It happens that my father knew absolutely nothing about computers. And yet, he gave me a big hug and said, son, you are a big bird now. Choose your sky and fly. And son, you better enjoy flying because one day your old man will be dying. Have you ever felt your dream being destroyed by your parents? Not my father, me. I had to apologize to my daughter, right? So I went to her bedroom and she says immediately, I'm sorry, Dad. What? I said, no, baby, I'm sorry. Not you, my princess. She runs to me, holds me, and says, I love you, Dad. I looked down and she was crying. Oh, boy. I felt my blood boiling inside. And I said, I love you, and I will love you until the end of my life. And we held each other very tight for so long. And we cried together. Yeah, we cried together. That day, I've learned a very emotional lesson that still makes me angry today. And the reason is that sometimes we try to impose our dreams on our kids. Why? To go brag to friends and relatives? It is not about us. It is about them. Today, I'm a happy computer professional. Yes, because my father let me fly. And so I let my daughter fly. Of course, I gave her wings. Wings of education, love, support. I did that. And even more. I was completely ready to be a rapper's father. Oh yeah, I got swag, and suddenly I even got strange movements that don't make sense at all. See, I was ready. And when I was ready, guess what? Ironically, she changed her dream and went to university. And I wondered deep inside if I wanted her to become a doctor. Honestly, I really don't know. The fact is that she is at university studying precisely computer science, just like me. Isn't it ironic? And the answer is, she's happy, period. My friends, let's talk about dreams. Dreams come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. Dreams can change over time. But the irony of my life tells me that it really doesn't matter as long as we fly in our own blue sky. When we let our children follow their dreams, believe me, they find a way to reach their own blue sky. So, fellow Toastmasters, as I believe that my father would say right now, if he was still alive, please just give them wings and let them fly. Can't share.